Wake your asses up. DJ, what's the deal, gang? How we doing? I'm late today. I just got in, right? Just got home. I ate. I needed some food, and I gotta be honest with you. I needed to take an extra minute because there ain't no right way to eat a banana in front of 1,000 people on stream. Ain't no right way to do it. So that's some shit that's got to stay between me and these four walls. And that window better shut the fuck up. Anyway, yo, this fucking hair is so long. The fuck, yo. Over here walking around like the girl from The Grudge and shit. What up, everybody? Anyway, I'm taking care of my mother's Airbnb. Can you recommend a free source for templates? Welcome house manual. Google that shit. No. I don't know, bro. I honestly don't know. I don't do that shit. Someone does that for you. No, I don't need to. You could just go on Airbnb and post your shit. I hired a professional for professional pictures and all that shit, right? But I also have a. Initially, I was doing it myself. Right now, there's a management company, right? But initially, I was doing it myself. So it's been very slow lately. I'm just trying to. In reality, I put houses up for sale. Middle of a contract, job have done, can't trade tonight. Damn. Are you the new guy? Or are you Mr. George? Mr. George. New guy is no good. Which one are you? Emergency instructions on the door. Welcome info on the tape. Oh yeah, just go get templates. That's all online. Yeah. Initially, I did all that. How much you pay the new guy? Word. All right, let's get into a little breakdown. Break Dizzo. Strong bearish candle. Broke the daily target, and we have our weekly target, I think, here on the bottom at 2280. Yep, 2280 areas, weekly targets. Everything close bearish to our close bearish. The hourly, well, now we're in a range, but for the day, we are bearish. All right, let's see what kind of levels we got here. What we have on Z1 hour and on the 30. Nice little resistance above here on the hourly, but I probably wouldn't look for buys above there. We're probably gonna, if we break above 2302, I'll look for sells to come back down in range. All right, so if we're able to drive up here, I will look for this to come back down in range, right, and finish out the range. Right, if we're gonna look for buys, we're either gonna need a closure above this area, or we're gonna need to come down here, fill the range, and then close back up above here. Okay, so in that case, then you'll probably see a tap like this, and a tap like this, and then you're coming up. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Anyway, let's put some levels up on here. And then we'll go to the smaller time frame and really zoom in on them and adjust them. All right, because there's ranges within ranges here. could get interesting here. 4 hours a bit undecisive. Which means if we close as a 4-hour doji candle, we're gonna look for a top wick to this area here. 2302. Right. Because then we can kind of block this candle out, since it was really an indecision candle. If this is how we close, this is what the market then looks like, right? An indecision candle. We're gonna go on the candle that's before that. We're gonna go off the candle that's before that. So early in the hourly, it's giving you this flip. I'm just looking at the rebreak of the lows and what's possible, right? You had no top wick. The problem is you're still in a range. 4 pips and you could bounce back up. Yeah, not much doing for now. Doji in. What else? Easy peasy crap. Wix, I ain't know you were a sneakerhead, bro. There are many sides of Wix that you still have not seen. For example, this one. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, right here. If you scroll back to yesterday on this exact same time candle, you can see we did the exact same push up and down. And ideas why is that? I don't know, because market tends to repeat itself. How'd you do this morning? We had a W. Signals walked away with a W. It was very nice, very lovely. What's that condom on your head? It's your mother's. You know what? Sorry, we shouldn't go that way. I apologize. I apologize. My bad. We are not gonna do that today. No, Wix. No. Bad Wix. Hmm. 30 seconds for this 5 to close. First 15 closed bullish, no top wick, right? And there's a level here that we're maintaining, right? Can we say we're maintaining that level? So tough. Just Googled underwater weaving and it's actually a thing. Oh, yo. Look into unicycle fencing. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. And cheese rolling. That's a fucking wild sport. Who the fuck's diving down a fucking angled cliff at full speed chasing a fucking ball of cheese? A wheel of cheese. People got issues. So you have a migraine, all that weight on your head. It's all this weight on my shoulders. And I done made it through the struggle, don't judge me. What you say now won't budge me. Cause where I come from, so often, people you grew up with are laying in a coffin. How did you come to the decision of streaming the Asian session and not other sessions? They were taken. London was taken by sleep, and New York was taken by Donvo, Raja Banks, time to eat, time to sleep, everybody and their mother. I don't know. Is there anybody else streaming Asian? A simple fucking choice. Where is TT, by the way? Shows up here, shows love. That boy's dope. Nathan Vanus. Yeah, appreciate the wishes. Still got that pineapple light, bro. He greets people. My man. Anybody watching the draft? Oh shit, I missed the first pick. Who went first? Really? Sar didn't go first? He went second. Wow. Wow. Damn. Surprise. Yeah, I thought he was going first for sure. Topic from Serbia is nasty, but I don't know how they. He better be going top 10. Yo, did the boy from the boy's a fucking giant. The dude from Purdue declare for the draft? Edie? Zach Edie? Did you guys know if he declared? He's in there. I don't know why they got him so low on the boards. He best player in college basketball last year. Let's get rid of this line. What happened to Ukraine out of the Euros? It's so sad. I don't know how they get. There are teams in third place with less points than Ukraine in its own group that are getting through. That is a sad state of affairs. It's not too bad though. Georgia got through, right? And not like Atlanta, Georgia, like the Republic of Georgia got through. How? Portugal 2-zip. The whole group, all 4 teams in the group ended with 4 points. It's just Ukraine's out on goal differential. It's their own fault. They showed nothing in the tournament. They did not score a goal for 2 games, right? They scored a goal in 1 game. The whole tournament. 2 goals in 1 game, but that's their whole tournament. Anyway, what are we doing here? I mean, we're ranging, obviously. That's what we're doing at the moment, but can we stop? Can we stop ranging? It's very interesting because if you look on the smaller time frame here, let's look on the 15. Of this area, but in reality it's right here. So now that we're above here, if we can keep price, oh, this would be better. So now if we close like this can kind of become a range here. Whoops, wrong color. Right? And if this closure here forms a resistance and becomes a range, then we can say once we see this, we should see, once we see a closure back above that area, we should see a mirror of this or of this, or just to drive straight through. But you're going to need closures back above this area right here. If it closes bearish in 1 minute and 40 seconds. That would also be the 30 closing above that little area too. So then if we're able to get a bottom wick, or not even a bottom wick, we don't have to get a bottom wick on the very next candle. It could give us a drive up, closure above, and then bottom wick and a drive up. Or we get a bottom wick now, drive up, close above, and then it's off the rip entry. So we'll see. They played. Hell yeah. Nice beard. It's going away soon. This was my playoff beard, but it's going away. Go upgrade that LED thingy behind you? What you mean? Why would I upgrade it? I drew it myself. I laid it out myself. It took me quite a bit of time to do that. And I think it came out better looking than a lot of stuff that I would have ordered. You think Trump Biden debate will drive the market? Yeah, the flea market. That's it. Ain't nothing new gonna happen that you don't already know. Like, what's your opinion on Boston winning the finals? Whoop-de-doo. Hi, beautiful. How are you? How was the park? It was good. You had fun? Awesome. No kids? Because it's kind of late right now, right? Almost nighttime. It's almost bedtime. And then tomorrow your toy comes. Yeah, that I ordered for you. That's right. Is it? Awesome. I got you. All right, close the door, please. Thank you. Whoop-de-doo, it's crazy. Ooh. So it did close bear. It did close. So there's a chance this might run, but we'd want a closure, right? So it's got this close bear respecting this area. I don't have positions here. I want this to close. Remember I said if we don't get a bottom wick on that next candle, which is this candle right now, it might drive straight up. And once it closes above this little area, if it closes above here, we are looking for a bottom wick and to fill the range up. Okay. I can't take this break at a highs here because there's a chance this comes back down in range with the previous 15 closing bearish and this 15 not having a bottom wick. It has, but it's a very small one. I would have wanted a bottom wick like the candle before it. Right? So that's why I'm not just taking the rebreak at a high. I'd need a closure. Healthy Knicks team our third next year. Yeah, the Mikal Bridges pickup is good, and they didn't give up a lot, right? They gave up a whole bunch of picks, but they weren't high picks, and they gave up Bogdanovich. It's gonna be an interesting team. The thing is, it might be a different team, right? Because some of their the big defensive cat like OG Anunoby, he's a big name when it comes to defense for the Knicks. He was a lot. He might go. He earned himself a big contract. Stein, he might go. He had a great year. He might get paid this year, next year, right? So who? I don't know. His name is like spitting. Flemstein. Get to the chopper. I heard OG intends to resign with the Knicks. Oh, resign with the Knicks for $215 for 5 years. That's fucking crazy. And the Knicks got to do it. They got to do it. $215 is crazy. $215 is fucking Durant numbers, not for OG Anunoby. That's crazy numbers. They need to get fucking Devin Booker or KD. If they spending that money, I don't know. They need to sign him. But if you're gonna spend that much, go sign somebody better. The thing is, they got offense and the defense is what's needed, right? A lot of good offensive teams in the league don't have great defense. Knicks can score. They have enough scores. Brunson should be the #1 option every possession. And he puts up 40 a game. They can score, right? Randall, so they need good defense. So maybe it's worth it at 200. I love you very much. You didn't close my door, by the way. You know that? This range is a lot actually smaller than you guys think it is. And way down we go. Klingon doesn't want to go to the Pistons, but he's about to. He's like, nah, don't pick me, don't pick me. Nah, I go later in the draft. I don't want to go to the Pistons, the worst team in the league. Oh, your name about to be called right now. And the pick is in. It's a bit tough, like based on the fact that we filled the daily range, right? Maybe filling the weekly range. It's we might not have much volume specifically for Asian session. Like we should move, right? There's room. It's about 100 pips altogether, but I don't think we're driving into a new range until later on. Like it's going to take quite a few candles to print just by looking at this, and that would, the way it's got to print here, it would probably take longer than our session. Bronny to be a late pick or go on draft? No, he's getting drafted. Bronny for sure getting drafted. It's not even a question. He's in the commercials. He got the spotlight. He's the son of the best player in the world. Can I follow a trading course with you online? You're doing it right now. You are doing it live right now. Perfect. Oh, they took Ron Holland. He's thinking that he said, yes, not me. You go to the Pistons. I'm from Suriname. Congratulations. Or sorry to hear that. I don't know if that's a good thing. Some type of Drew Holiday? Shit. I'll take a Drew Holiday. Like, over Bronny James? Yeah, probably take a Drew Holiday. So if you can at least be a Drew Holiday. But then, like, look at all these people that became really good NBA players. Like, look at Isaiah Thomas. The small one. And then look at the kids of NBA players that are doing pretty well. He'll be alright. Donovan Mitchell was a steal. Nate Robinson, well, the reason he went late was because nobody could see him. They was like, who you got? That guy, that guy. Yeah, pick me, pick me. Who? Nate Robinson is like 5-3. Wild. Dunking on people. Even if he's a second or third option, Bronny will never be an option. He will never be an option. Like there's a first option, second option, third option, and then role players. Right? And then bench players. Like people out of the rotation. And then you got your practice players that like even if like there's an injury in the game, you'll send the water boy out before them. Right? So Bronny can be a good bench slash, you know, like a position player. He's not going to be no option. Coach ain't drawing up a play for Bronny in the NBA. Need something clutch. Derek? No. Derek Jeter? Favorite all-time NBA player? I give you my 3 favorite players to watch as a kid growing up. Of course, number 1 was White Chocolate Jason Williams. Oh, behind the back, no look, over the shoulder, pop up 3. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, White Chocolate was my favorite player to watch ever on a basketball court. He was street ball before street ball. And then number 2, I'd have to say AI. AI is the answer, bro. So I go and these aren't the best. These aren't the best. These are just my favorite to watch. I would probably turn off Jeopardy for that. And number 3 would be Sean Kemp. I used to love watching Sean Kemp play. So J-Dub, AI, and Mr. Kemp himself. I love you too. What's up?
I wanted to say I love you. Just don't go in my
All right, go. Let me finish. Let me finish working on it. Why? It's still spilled? You tried to it? Does mom know? To get gas? Alright, let me help you clean it up. A towel? Paper towel? Try paper towel? Let me help you. Okay, let me help you. Oh yeah, I remember. Hot sauce. Hot sauce. This is the I took a lot of moves from hot sauce from the N1 mixtape. You forgot Lance Stevenson? Lance Stevenson went to my high school. A year after I graduated, Lance Stevenson attended. Yeah, you can have it. It was mine, but you can have it. It's okay. Hold on a second, gang. I gotta help her. She spilled some water. Show me where. Well, then move the water bottle out of the room and I'll help you clean it. No. Don't throw it out. Put it on the table, okay? Okay, pick up your clothes. And show me where it's spilled so I can help. Where? Where? Oh, everywhere here? Holy. Some of it dried? I got it. It didn't really dry, it's just everywhere. Were you trying to build a pool in your own room? Alright. Alright, well, don't worry and don't be afraid to say anything. Thank you for trying to clean up. Yeah. Next time you need help, just let me know, alright? Where? Oh yeah, if you see more wet floor, let me know. Here's the towel. You can clean it up if you see something else, alright? Otherwise, throw it out. Damn. Sound on YouTube and Zoom is different. I can hear your kids on YouTube, but not on Zoom. You know what? I think Zoom has like a feature, like, what is that? Noise cancellation feature? Do like gyros. 11 minutes here for the hourly to close. It's looking to come back down here, huh? Can we flip? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? We got 10 minutes here till the 4-hour closure, gang. So we're gonna wait regardless of what happens here. I want to see if this 4-hour closes, Doji. We're not gonna have any positions here before the hourly close. Okay. Don Dada got a strike again? I don't know. I didn't hear about that. Wix, talk to me. Tell me something. Did you know honey never spoils? You know they found honey in like Egyptian pyramids or like the pharaoh's tombs that can still be eaten today, right? It's like over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. So tell me something. Let's get excited about something. This is why I need you speaking. Honey's the future? Yeah. Just remember, no money, no honey. Shit just got me hyped. Word, let's go visit a pyramid. I'm looking for some tombs. Shit. Nefertiti or Titi or Cleopatra, here we come. Nefertiti. I guess the hourly decided to wait till the last 10 minutes to do these. Why you do these? Why you do these? Lot size use 10, and I risk anywhere up to 10% per trade, depending on the trade, on the position. I can use up to 10% typically. Typically, on trades, I'm between 2 and 5% risk, but up to 10 sometimes. Appreciate that, Lance. Thanks, thanks. And back bullish, a reflip, right? Be careful on these in the range. Like I said, we're gonna wait for a closure. But Instagram said you can't risk more than one. Well, Instagram is stupid. Well, so there's that. Instagram. Who's more trustworthy, Instagram or TikTok? Where would you trust advice more? Word. I'm going to OnlyFans for signals, bruh. Fuck this. OnlyFans. Where do you guys think Edie's gonna go? And Klingen is good too, right? It's the Yukon Center. I don't know. I thought Edie was a better player than Klingen. Sorry to hear that your Airbnb empire is not working as it used to be. What does that even mean? I'm booked. It's such a huge headache. Yo, I had one of my Airbnb licenses suspended over a noise complaint. I had it suspended for a year, right? So I can't put anybody there for a year, and then I went to court and they moved it to a month. But in that month, right, like not having people there for a month cost me 30 grand, right? Just off that one property. And you know, the $30,000 is it's basically a $30,000 fine when they take me out of operation for a month. That's basically it, right? So I can't handle $30,000 fines based on like the fact. I told Airbnb too. I wrote him a nasty email. I was like, look, yo, you guys. Yeah, I told him, I was like, I'm really upset that you guys weren't able to filter out a party, you know, in your process, and then my license gets suspended because of your own filtering process not working. And it's bullshit, obviously, but you know, I try to push them like it's all their fault. Your filtering process didn't work. You guys got me a party, and now I'm suspended by the city. But I'm in good standing with Airbnb, right? It's just for that. It's just for the property in that city, right? They have properties in a few cities, but it's a lot of headache. It took a lot of time out of my day to go, you know, to go make sure it gets knocked down from a year to a month, and like the two properties that I have near me, the two properties that I'm selling, they're just really bad neighbors. I constantly have complaints. It's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like good complaint, bad complaint. Like I constantly have complaints, and it's just no good for business, valid or not, right? And like code enforcement shows up, right? And they're always like, yeah, we see that the same house makes the same complaint 30 times, right? So obviously there's some kind of personal shit, right? It's kind of some kind of like retribution. But he was like, still, you know, even though we showed up, 25 times and 22 of those times nothing there, we marked that down, and we understand not to listen to them. But 3 of those times there was something. So, you know what I mean? You're in the wrong too. So it's a lot of headache. So the ones with nasty neighbors are up for sale. Neighbor snitching because you don't live. No, I'm fully licensed. Everybody knows I don't live there. When I buy a property and turn it into an Airbnb, I go around the whole neighborhood. I go down the block. Every single person on the block knows this is an Airbnb house. You got a problem? Here's my cell phone. You call me up. You don't need to call police because I'll resolve the matter faster, right? And like I'll bring them over some tea and cookies and crumpets. It sucks. Airbnb sucks. All of it sucks. The hate is real. I don't know. I don't know if it's the hate, because think about it. Think about if you're the neighbor, right? Now you got like people coming in, different people every other night. Most people really want to be loud because they're not at home, right? So I can understand the neighbors. And she walks out. She tells me like, hey, last weekend you had guys doing boxing matches in front of the house. They set up a ring and I was like, what? whoever rented the house for me, they set up a ring. It's in a cul-de-sac, right? So they had a cul-de-sac and they set up a ring in there and they were boxing there. I was like y'all rented the house for that? And the neighbor that complains, she's like, oh, her husband's like a Vietnam War vet, and they're like, we didn't get this nice house to be bothered by like, all this shit. And I understand that they're probably right, but I also understand that I'm within my rights and within the law. So I feel for her, but that bitch needs to move because I'm legal. So I'm just acting within the law. I'm being a reasonable asshole. A lot of stream beef could have been settled there. It's funny, she got like this billboard that sits in front of her house. Like her side of her house will be right where the entrance to the property, to our property is. And she put up a big ass billboard that says, no short-term rentals are not welcome here. And this shit, like you pull up into the driveway and it's a big ass billboard. You are not welcome. I tell people to disregard it. The neighbors are bipolar and shit. Yeah, Karen squared. Like actual Karen. Like if you don't know what they are in real life, like I didn't know. My kids were like, Dad, is that a Karen? It's crazy if your kids ask you, Dad, is that a Karen? Anyway, the 4-hour closed here. Closed bullish on the 4-hour, but below this little level here, right? And the first thing we did was come up, make a top wick, right? Ooh. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? It didn't close. Doesn't look like it closed back in range. It closed right at it, right? So it really it matters if you're like this or if you draw like this. That's really interesting. It's like right on the border, and I can't really tell. I'm gonna have to wait for more candles to print. Looks like the previous candle printed above, right? Like, depends how we're drawing the levels. I can't. Previous candle, yeah, it would have, the previous candle closed above that area, so we still haven't had a closure below. Can't put price like this. That doesn't make sense. Oh, unless you're looking at it like this. We're in this weird range where it can come up, it can come down. Even if we talk it out here, it just doesn't make sense. So we're gonna need price to really come down heavy or start closing above here, above 2300. Daily flip. I don't know. I personally, I think we're ranging through the session. Personally, but we'll see. If we're still in this little range by you know, by 10 o'clock, we'll just call it a session, and it's going to be that kind of week. But it's that kind of week for Asian, right? We had a trade yesterday in the morning, had a trade today in the morning. Well, if you're part of the signals gang, you did. So we do have trades for the day, just not in the session lately. Oh, what am I saying, chat? BE, I didn't update the BEs from yesterday. $67. If you think about it, oh, hold on, let me have a look. Smaller time frame range. Typically, you'll break out one way. When we talk about this all the time. When you start getting a range within a bigger range, right? A tight squeeze like this, you'll typically break out one way just to continue the other. So what happens here, I don't think we're coming down here. I think this was the breakout here, right? To continue up, and you'll typically need to tap the next resistance. So I'm under the impression we're going to tap this area before coming back down. So I would expect this based on this. Right, based on that bottom. That was the breakout out of the range where price drove beyond every other point. In this range, rejected, and I think that should take, typically that's what would happen. You'll find a support in this area, and then you'll come up here just to have price bring you down here. Now, that's just typically what would happen. There's no guarantee of that, so we have to wait for indications of that happening. Ideally, a drive to hit this area, right? You get a closure above, and then you hope, ideally, you can grab a top wick and get that closure back below to give you your fake out like this. And if you get that, right, you're looking. So we'll see. We will see. Zach Edey to the Grizzlies. Well, at least it's not the Detroit. I can't believe I got fucking drafted in this shitty ass place to lose my career Pistons. Gold is hard right now. Damn. And you got it there, you dirty dog. Hey, man, what you do with gold is between you and gold. All right. That's my shitty. The big D. The big D. Gave it the Hawk Tua. You want to see the real Hawk Tua? Go to my IG. Today's Instagram reel included the Hawk Tua. Yo, what's the deal, Javier? Where you at now? Sorry about Ukraine game. Yeah, whatever, bro. He's like, you know, a good time to rub this one in. Still in Virginia? Well, at least you're in the nice place. You're in the nice area. At least you're not in like Baltimore or Washington, D.C. Could have been worse, bro. You could have been in the capital. Count your blessing. That's fucked up in Baltimore. I know. I hope they let you out. Stop at Asheville and he'll enjoy it. Chat, by the way, Market Mechanics on tour. If you guys want to see him, he's going to be in Virginia till Friday. Stops at Asheville and Helen, Georgia. All right, get your tickets now. Really, just DM him or go looking for him. You mind posting your car one more time so everybody can see what it was and we can notice you on the road? Ticketmaster. Word. Buy tickets, you got to Cash App Gang Green. That's right. These rednecks can smell you. By the way, the chat responses in no way represent the views of the producers of this program and are solely intended for marketing purposes. It's funny. They're like Chicago Bulls, and then they write team needs, and then they're like 3-point shoot. I'm like, no, they need Jordan. They are not winning next year unless Jordan's in this draft again. They don't need no fucking threes and defense. They need Jordan. If y'all can get Pippen too. They said team needs. How's your father doing? My dad he's had crazy recovery physically. His physical shape has recovered incredibly well. Now, as far as the mental game, it's going to be a long road. That's good though, right? Well, that's the thing about people that have strokes, and he had 2 of them at the same time, and they were both in his brain with internal bleeding, and a lot depends on what part of the brain was affected, right? TT prayed for my father. I know he did. I showed up to the stream where he did that. I was talking to him. So, he's recovering physically. Like, when the doctors see him, they're like, you're recovering great. But the doctors don't know the man I know from before the injury. And the man that's there now is not the same man that was there before the injury. So it's a little weird, it's a little strange, and it's going to be a long road back. It's going to be a lot of therapy and a lot of relearning things. And I'm going to be his #1 educator now. Our roles have switched to an extent. It's that time again. I know. I was just about to switch. 15 closed, as we can see, closed bullish at this little support here, above the most recent, but it still looks like ass and feet, right? And there's a chance this can flip bullish after a bottom wick, but if that bottom wick would need to be, yeah, we'd need to see at very least 22.96 if this is going to come down and then flip bullish. That's something we can look at. This did close above the most recent. And it also, if you notice, it maintained price. Once it's closed here, maintained price above, right? Now it's forming a bottom wick. So a flip here should take it up to this area as your advantage point, right? It's roughly 15 pips. The problem is I don't trust the flip here yet because I need a steeper bottom wick to bounce off a support. And the support I see is one support I see is here. And another one I see is here. Right? Obviously there's one here, but we don't need to fill this one. I'm fine because we've driven up to fill this range to this area. We've driven up previously, and the wick, as you see that wick for that candle right here, and from there it took off. So I'm fine with this area being tapped, or this area being tapped, and then price taking off. But anything before that historically hasn't really happened here, right? We don't have any bounce off of here that drives up. We have it off of here. So it's either a steep bottom wick or it doesn't flip back bullish and it continues trickling on down, and we will adjust, readjust. My buddy's mom had 3 strokes. It took her over 4 years to return to her old self, but she eventually did. Yes. The difference is my father wasn't a healthy person, individual before that, right? He's somebody that's on a kidney transplant list. He's somebody that's living with 2 cancers. He's a double cancer survivor, right? So he's got multiple surgeries. Like he's a high risk factor, right? So, and then 2 more strokes. So because of all of that and all the meds that he needs, like, right, need meds for your and also with on top of that he had a blood clot in his heart, right? So they had to decide, what do we treat, the stroke in the brain or the clot in the heart, right? Because if in order to treat the clot in the heart, you got to give blood thinners. But if you give blood thinners, the internal bleeding in the brain will continue, right? So then you're fighting this battle. Well, do we, do we first heal the brain or do we first heal the heart? And it's a very thin line that they're walking, right, for the doctors. So it was a long battle for the last 3 weeks. And it's still not over. So the docs think like the part of his brain that's really affected is not the one that's responsible for speech or understand. It's really the one it's responsible for balance, equilibrium, dizziness, that kind of stuff. So that's what he's having issues with right now, and like he's trying to get his thought out, formulating a thought, and it's gotten a lot better the last 2 days where he's able to do it, and it's a huge difference night over night, day over day, even between this morning to the evening. It's a huge difference, right? So I can see him getting better, and the doctor says, well, there was a team of doctors, and they say that they're expecting anywhere up to 10 weeks for a recovery, but the part of his brain and the type of stroke he had is typically a self-healing stroke, right? Like it's the type of stroke where he should come to a full recovery over time, and it should heal itself without any more surgeries, right? So that's where we stand right now, and the doctors are working their hardest to get him back home. So I appreciate everybody's well wishes, and I figured like I probably owe you guys an explanation since you guys are praying for me and for him on different streams and throughout the day, and I'm getting messages and DMs and and phone calls and text messages. So I think you guys deserve some kind of explanation for me. You guys have been supportive enough, so that's what's kind of been going down. Oh, I don't owe you anything. No, I mean like for your loyalty and being here and all that. I think we've gotten close enough, chat, where we can have these types of discussions. I think when I just started streaming, I probably wouldn't talk about this shit. But And I realize that by talking about it, like, I'm not the only one going through this shit. Other people are going through this shit too. Where do we reject from? Ooh. Is it the rebreak of the highs? No. Can we get a closure? This is ugly though, right? It starts looking pretty on the higher time frames. It's like 15 flip, but is this the 5 top wick? Because the previous 5 closed below, right? And if not, is the 30 re-breaking the high because the previous 30 closed below? So there's, you know, you can formulate a reason for both, a buy, a sell, or a bullish bias, a bearish bias, right? But just based on that flip and above this range, the 15, the 30 coming back up in range, you know, I would say we're going to come up first. But is there a guarantee of that? None. We've had really no indication of volume, right? Yeah, market has said, oh, all right, wick, flip, let's go. Wick, flip, let's go. But no, it doesn't drive. It stays, right? So be patient. You can't take every flip, every breakout out of the range, right? Every re-break of the high or low. You can't do that. You're going to, put yourself in a corner where you're going to be stuck in positions that are constantly heading the other way from after a bounce off a support or resistance. Just let the market drive. Be okay with missing certain ranges. Be okay if it drives up here. Be okay with missing this whole drive up if it pushes. If it all of a sudden plummets, be okay with it. Let it plummet. It'll close. It'll pull back. It'll leave wicks. It'll do all these things. It won't do it on the hourly. It'll do it on the 15, on the 30, on the 5, whatever. But be patient and let it do its thing. Because there's going to come a time in the market when you're looking at it and it's clear as day what you should do. At some point when this drives and this closes and it gives you a wick and the next candle creates a wick and then it's going to give you like, oh, this is clear as day. This is obvious. This is like, and it's going to happen right now. Like, can you tell me for a fact if you had to bet your life on it? No, you can't. You can't even make a high quality, prediction here. Just with this. But at some point, market will drive. You will miss a range. And it will set up and it will give you a chance to take advantage of it, right? It'll give you a chance. Be patient. How lovely you take care. The funny thing is, like, when he was giving the doctors a hard time, he was like, my mom would go there, like, right, his wife, my brother, and like they would calm him down, but like he would always be yelling for me. He would be asking for me specifically, and when I would come in, the nurses would be like, "Oh, you're the one he keeps asking for," because like he's just comfortable with me because I know what he needs, I know how to talk to him, and I know how to take care of him, right? Like, that's my pops. So when the doctors kicked me out of the room, they were doing some sterile procedure. They were trying to put a port into his chest, right? And it's got to be real sterile. And he was moving and he was like cursing. And doctor was like, "You're not allowed to be in this room." But then I told the doctor, I was like, "Look, if you guys want to have a good night and get this done and go to your next patient and go to lunch or whatever, you're gonna need my help. If you want to get this done and just let it be over with. So either you want to make a big deal out of it or let me help you." Doctor was like, "Bring him in there. Show me what you can do." I was like, "All right, pops, concentrate. Listen to me." And we just had a whole procedure. We started talking. I had to hold his head down, but I was like, I told him I'm going to hold his head and all this. And doctor was like, after he was done with the procedure, he was like, "Look, man, we got to put you on payroll." Thank you. Like, nah, I'm not doing this shit. That's my dad. That's it. He's funny. You have any siblings? Yeah, I have an older brother. But you just got to make people feel like they're cared for and they'll come down, right? Like, I just need my pops to come down. He just needed to see me because he understands what I'm about, right? Like, he knows if I'm next to him, ain't no bad shit's gonna happen. I'll fucking raise hell. So he could be like, "All right, I'm calm now." Like, he's here, and it just, You let them know when people are sick. You let them know, like, we got it. We're gonna go through this together. You and I, we're gonna do it together, and it makes things a lot easier for them because they know somebody's fighting a war with them. They're not going to battle by themselves. I was like, yo, concentrate on me. We're gonna go through this whole thing together. Even the rehab, I'll be there. We're gonna go through everything together. So to him, he was like, oh, all right, then it's not a big deal. Like in his head, probably, right? He was like, like, so it might not be a big deal if we're gonna do everything together. But I know in my head, like, I don't tell him that, but I know, like, it's going to be a long road back. I can't tell him it's going to be a long road back. It might, like, deflate him, right? It might, but I know in my head, I'm ready for it. Anyway. We're in a range. Like some free range chicken. Like some hens. Anyway, chat, drop a like and sub to the channel and go follow the IG while you have a chance. Yeah, ass and feet range. That's exactly it. This shit looks like ass and feet. Form the support. Should come up. It really should on the smaller time frame. We should come up here, 2300 area. Gotta remind us to like, because I always forget. Yep, me too. I always forget as well. That's why I remind people, and I'm not ashamed to tell people to like. I'm not hunting for likes. I just, people always forget. I forget myself when I hop on other people's streams. When they remind me, I like. So I feel you on that, Lance. I pray my sons are like that. Your dad is blessed to have you. Yes, and the reason I'm like that is because he showed me how to be like that when I was a little kid, when I was a little baby, and he was my age. He would take me to my grandmother, my great-grandmother, which was his grandmother, my grandfather, which was his dad, right? What I'm doing with my dad and my kids are seeing me take care of him, right? That's exactly what he did when he was taking care of his parents and grandparents and I was a little kid. And that's the only reason that's instilled in me, and because I remember doing it with him and going to the hospitals and watching him take care of his own parents and understanding what he went through, right? And well, not understanding at the time, but learning what to do at the time. And now I understand why I was doing it. And I just hope to be that same example for my kids because, you know, I want to have somebody make me soup when I'm old. I want to have somebody to take care of me when I'm old as well. You know what I mean? And help me out. Not that I need it or I'm asking for, but like I want my kids to help, to, you know, be there for me. And if I ever need something, to not forget about me. And I'm trying to show them that it's I'm not just acting on what my dad did. I'm investing in my future and, you know, for generations ahead. So it wasn't like I turned out like that from nature. I probably wouldn't have been. It's just I had a great example. And I was lucky in that way. That's just some things, you know, that's a hit or miss. We're all dealt different cards. And that's one of the things I was lucky with. I had a incredible role model, you know, father figure. Been a minute, Wix. Hope you guys are okay. Left it when you taking how's the progress? We are trying to get out of the hospital at the moment. Yeah. Draft ain't doing it for me tonight. It's just not. Better watch Back to the Future. Fuck that. Oh, Copa America. Chat, who you got for Copa America? Who you got winning? I'll tell you who I got. Who's that? Venezuela, Mexico? So for Copa America, I got anybody? Anybody guess who I'm picking for Copa America? There's only one person in this entire stream that I think will actually guess right. Jamaica! Sanka, you dead man. Yeah. Oh shit. Jose guessed it. No way, Jose. Yes. I got Colombia. Yeah, that's who I'm picking. I'm just a little cold here. Yeah, no, I don't think Jamaica's winning it. I like Jamaica. I don't think they're anywhere anywhere near where you know a top level, world class football. They got good players, not a great team. It's a couple of good players that I like. They're strong, they're skilled. They got to be a little more, play more as a group. They need more strategy, and even their skills, they need to be tuned up. But there's potential. Ooh, they hit the post. Mexico hit the post. Anyway, but they got potential. But Colombia, these guys are nice. Colombia, I think I think you're gonna see Argentina Colombia final. That's what you're gonna see in Copa America. Ike, appreciate you. Thank you for the $4.99. Can't find this kind of community or education anywhere else. Absolutely. Thank you for coming through. As a Jamaican, I agree, but the Jamaicans, they have so much potential. They have so much potential. I think, a few years from now, a few tournaments from now, it's coming. The culture is coming. The cat that trays. Damn, I read that shit like an Elephant Man song. I'm over here like in my head. That's funny. I had this shit playing in my head. I'm reading your message and playing it in my head to fucking Nalinga. Nalinga, Nalinga. Me say, now rush the trade. Now rush the trade. Take your time. Take your time. Ah, shit. See, this is the reason Green can't bring me around as friends, chat. We gotta be internet pals. As a yardie, yardman. Bro, we hung out in person, but yeah, you came to my place. Come to my crib, I will show you my hood. You came here, right? It's not like you brought me around your peoples, your way. And that's cool, bro. I understand. It's all good. They know you famous. Jesus, this shit is ugly. This is ugly. Chat, be honest. Who's in a trade right now? By a show of ones. Everybody, put a 1 in the chat if you're in a trade right now. Eddie's like me. I'm fucking stuck in this bitch right now. You in sells? You're in buys? Off of 96 levels? Or off that bullish flip? Bullish flip? I mean, it depends where your stops are. I think if you're in buys, the most logical stops are below the range lows here at 93. Because we're expecting to see some kind of, you know, maybe not even a retrace, but yeah, a retracement. We want a correction. We want a correction. Look at this massive move down. You should expect some kind of correction. It all depends how much drawdown you can take, right? Damn, there's a lot of people in buys. Well, actually, I asked the question. There's 420 watching. Hey, 420. That reminds me of something. Anyway, but there's 420 watching. And only like 8 answered. So, yeah. A lot of user in positions. Jeez. Nope, not my setup. Exactly. Yeah, if you're not over risking, at times you just sit back and let your plan, right, play out. I mean, not obviously managing risk. It's tough. If you had to flip over there, it's kind of tough to manage risk here. You need a closure, or you need a closure below 22.98, right? Maybe you could cut down partials, but for now, there's no guarantee of anything. Is that a 5 close? Yeah, it's 5. It might trickle down here after that respect. But you got to follow logic. Not say, shit, I could lose more. Yeah, you could always lose more. Right? You could always end up winning. It just, if you follow your plan long term, it'll work out, right? Over thousands of trades, you should be well ahead. Make it 80, an even number. $9.41. Gee, what a week it's been so far for Asian session. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's already Wednesday. Damn. freaking Thursday in Asia. Give me 1 second, chat. I'm gonna grab something to smoke. Alrighty. Only thing clear to me, it hasn't moved yet. Nice. I see blues. Yes. I see skies of blue and lines of white. The bright, blessed day. Colombian nights. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Chat, I'm never bored, by the way. Are you guys ever bored? If you're ever bored, you should hang out with me. I'm never bored. You know what? I'm a fucking vibe. Let's hang out, chat. But like for like, I got an hour and then you gotta go. So this 15 closed? No, I'm not touching this 15 closed. As you can tell, that closed with no bottom wick. When chopped, I'm gonna see this hourly through, and unless this hourly closes like a strong volume candle, I'll call it. And that's gonna be it for the session. Let's smoke a blunt. I'm with you on that. Matter of fact, I gotta roll one for now, so I'm down to roll one while we wait. Damn, I got so much music I want to play, but after Don's escapades, I'm kind of forced to rethink on the music front. I will roll 2 now. Let's do this. Let's roll together, everybody. Come on, roll your joints, everybody. Yeah, rolling that baby shark. You ever smoked that baby shark? You ain't never smoked that baby shark. What you got there, Wix? Who, me? Nothing. Just hanging around. Let me just get my professional packing device, aka chopstick. Oh yeah. Can you take me high enough? He got that broccoli. You know I keep that Glock on me. Grown men don't use grinders. No, they order shake because they're too fucking lazy. Or too broke. So we, my friend, use grinders. Don't be a drug addict. What do you want? Go into dealing? Learn the business aspect of the industry. Don't be a drug addict. Put your habits to good use. Oh, I fucked that one up. Oh, no, I didn't. On. We chilling. This is good. This is good chat, right? We can smoke that. Yeah, I'll fuck with that. Perfect. Looks smokable. Yes, it's great.
Boom shakalaka! He's on fire!
Well, not yet. I need fire. I need fire. Dame fuego, por favor. You know, when I was little, they used to have a sign in my building that said "Porno fumar," and I used to be like, "What kind of porno is that?" I swear, when I was a little kid, I'd be like, "Yo, what kind of porno is that? Yo, that's crazy. They put up a billboard for this shit." And then I got older, and I felt real dumb. I felt dumber as I got older. Oh man. Why didn't they just make the sign in English? I don't know. This shit was in Brooklyn. There's no need for that sign. That fucked with my childhood. I would have had a lot less questions. And this is way before we had an iPhone or any kind of phone for that matter, smartphone. Watching the Copa America is like going to the park and watching the people at the park play. Cause like you watch the Italians and the Spaniards and they make the shit look like fucking, I don't know, like it's an actual Olympic sport, and then these guys run around like they just had a few beers. It's like, it's not like that for everybody. It's like Bolivia, Ecuador, like Peru, like that kind of shit. Alive before phones is crazy. I don't even know how to explain that to my kids. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit. Like people, like if you were born today, like how do I explain like a floppy disk to you? Blockbuster. How do I explain to you that maps came printed? There's like you get an actual printed map and figure out where the fuck you're going based on paper. No beepers. You guys got Tamagotchis, but like landline phones. Film cameras. If I give you a film camera right now, you won't know what the fuck to do with it, and you'll never figure out how to get the actual film to reveal your picture. It's incredible. The fucking TV guide, like there's a whole lot of shit. Mixtapes. Mixtapes? You mean like an MP3? No, an actual mixtape. I told my kids about payphones, and they was like, what do you mean? Like, you gotta pay to call? Like a video game, you mean? Like an arcade? And you play the phone? I was like, no, you call. A TV that looks like a goddamn camel. My TV looked like this. This is how my TV looked. It had these two big ass antennas on the side. I used to run my business with a pager and a payphone, no cell phone. Damn, so what happened? You stopped drug dealing? What do you do now? You stopped selling drugs? Now you just trade. The computer speaker could predict when a phone call was coming in. I think you're right. I think you're right. It would get staticky, wouldn't it? Ooh, how about this one, chat? How about this one? How about this one? How about how about how about pulling up at a stoplight or a red light next to somebody and then doing this? What's up? Just roll that window right back up. My kids will never understand. They'll be like, what you mean? So you couldn't just press a button? 93 Geo, 92 Hugo, Pento. Be kind, rewind. How about the fanny packs? I used to have a fanny pack instead of a book bag when I went to high school. I just had a fanny pack with 2 papers in it, and that's it, because I didn't feel like carrying a book bag. That's how I went to school. And then we had Carmen San Diego, the Macarena, Pokemon cards. We had a lot of shit in the 90s. Oh, damn. When you roll it down fast, you look dumb as hell. Shit, you look dumb as hell rolling it down. Car cigarette lighters, true. Had a 97 Sunfire. Well, not me. My brother had I think a 97 Bonneville. Pontiac Bonneville. Monster. My first car ever, like my very, very first car, was a 1990 Nissan Maxima with the automatic seatbelt where you'd sit down and the shit would choke the shit out of you. Fuck off, man. Every time you sit down, it feels like somebody from the back seat is just running up on you and just choking the shit out of you. You're just waiting for him to yell, "Drive, motherfucker, drive!" As soon as you get in the car, it's like, "Drive, drive!" What the hell? Ain't you a seatbelt? You ever shoot marbles? Nah, they never done nothing to me. I'm cool with marbles. Seatbelts over the A-pillar. I'm an 85 baby, but a 90s kid. Yeah, me too, Brittany. I'm an 85 baby, but a 90s kid. I don't want to grow up, because even if I did, I'll always be a Toys R Us kid. Chat, we closed on the hourly. Closed below the range. On the hourly only. On the 30. bullish 15. Yep. Back in range, 15 closed outside the range, didn't respect this area. So if we were to come down, you'd want the 15 to close lower. Yeah, we might come down, but the probability of that has gone down based on that 15 closure. Chat, I'm gonna call it a session here. I mean, I know we yapped for a couple of hours, but there's just nothing we can do. This is ugly. There's nothing to trade. Save your money. This is like showing up to a fight by yourself, knowing that tomorrow all your boys are gonna be in town. So why the hell would you go up to fight by yourself today? Just save yourself, right? Save the army you came with today. So tomorrow you can approach the market with a bigger army and make more money, or not, instead of trying to make your money back, right? Instead of trying to regrow your army. So just save the battle for when the odds are in your favor, right? No need to start a fight when you're alone here, right? Wait till like you got backup, till the candles are on your side, till probability is on your side. Right, and then you can fight, then battle. You're currently in the battle, well then you need backup. You're kind of stuck here waiting for backup, which means you need more buyers in the market, right? You need your candles to start printing your direction. But overall, if you're not in a trade here, just wait till it's in your favor. Wait till the odds are in your favor, till you can overwhelm the markets, not the other way around. Don't let the markets control what you're doing. You stay in control. Once they manipulate you, you've lost, right? So be in control. W stream, yeah, appreciate it. Really good stream today. I mean, good talks, right? We had good. We had good conversations, right? Some value, not too much trading. We spoke about the range and how to approach this, what's going on right now, but you're kind of stuck waiting. I would wait for it to, I would get rid of this line, 22.99 here, and I would wait for the market to actually start tapping, the way it's printing right now, to start tapping 22.94 or 96 areas, or coming up to the resistance, right? You want to see actual drives to the extensions of the ranges here. And for confirmed confirmed volume, you want to close outside the ranges, and then you're looking for either a fake out back in range or a continued drive. So that's my take. What's it like in Broward County? I've been trading for some months. Checked my P&L, started following. I'm so cheesed. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think Broward County has anything to do with your P&L. It's got nothing to do with it. But I don't know. I'm glad people are starting to get better, do good. I want you to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Game of thousands. You know, years and years and years of doing this. So keep showing up. All right, be about it. Don't just say you're about it and then disappear for for weeks at a time, months at a time. Really live it. Be about it. Yeah, gang, thank you for coming through. Eddie, enjoy blunt number 3, 4, and 5. Hope this position runs for you. Pay attention here. You might get a top wick and a chance to come out, to get out. Shit, you might get a little drive in your direction, so lock in for yourself. Everybody else, I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, 8 p.m. Eastern. Signal gang, I'll be in the channel. I'll be in the Signal channel probably at 8 a.m. tomorrow. Same thing like today. We had a trade today, a pretty early trade, and then I called it a session. I went to see my pops, and then I went to touch up the her. But I'll see you there in the morning. Yeah, and everybody else, I'll see you guys, Clubhouse gang, Zoom gang, I'll see you in the Clubhouse. Everybody else, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Be there. Mods, thank you so much. Appreciate you for showing up, helping me run the stream. Yeah, we're supposed to pick some new mods this week. I'll try to do it tomorrow. Remind me early in the stream tomorrow so we could do it tomorrow. And let's see. Chat. Can't forget you. Love and wisdom to you all, chat. I was gonna have a sound effect, but we've passed that. It's too late for it now. Now it wouldn't be funny. Oh man, we're all about the satire here, right? We're all about the humor. All right, gang. I'm gonna call it here. So as for me, my night is up, and just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Good night, everybody.